Apple and Samsung want you to believe you need their expensive tablets. Here's the truth. You don't. Because some of the best tablets right now cost less than half of that, and they're just as good for most people. These are tablets that give you smooth displays, big batteries, great speakers, and even stylus support without the overpriced logo. These are the tablets you'll actually use every day without feeling guilty about what you paid. I'll walk you through the top models worth grabbing this year. Number 1. Honor Magic Pad 2. The Honor Magic Pad 2 is one of the most compelling Android tablets of 2026, especially if what you care about most is a top-tier screen, strong speakers, and long battery life. Honor has packed a 12.3-inch LED display with a 3K resolution and a 144 Hz refresh rate. That means razor-sharp visuals and silky smooth motion in everything from scrolling to gaming. The panel also gets insanely bright, up to 1600 nits peak brightness in HDR content. So even in bright indoor lighting or near windows, it holds its own. To match the display, Honor includes an 8-speaker setup with IMAX-certified spatial audio, which is rare in this price range. Under the hood, the Magic Pad uses a Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 chipset paired with 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. That gives it good power for multitasking, gaming, media playback, and productivity tasks without much lag. The battery is massive, 10,050 mAh. And Honor delivers 66-watt fast charging, so you don't wait forever to juice back up. Naturally, nothing's perfect. It lacks any official IP rating, so water and dust resistance is non-existent. That's a drawback for outdoorsy users. Number 2. Xiaomi Pad 7. The Xiaomi Pad 7 is the kind of tablet that makes you wonder why you ever spent flagship prices. Inside is a Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 chip with 8 to 12 GB RAM and storage options from 128 to 256 GB. Tasks like streaming, multitasking, light gaming, and productivity apps all run smoothly. You get an 11.2-inch LCD screen boasting 3.2K resolution, a blazing 144 Hz refresh rate, and decent peak brightness that holds up indoors and in many bright settings. The build is solid, with an aluminum unibody that doesn't feel like cheap plastic. Bezels are symmetric. The front camera lies along the long edge, which works nicely for landscape calls. Accessories like the magnetic focus pen and focus keyboard elevate productivity. A huge win here is its 8,850 mAh battery that gives all-day use, and 45-watt charging helps speed up top-ups. If you want an all-round Android tablet in 2025 that balances entertainment, productivity, and value, the Xiaomi Pad 7 is one of the strongest picks. Number 3. Lenovo Tab 11. The Lenovo Tab 11 is a budget tablet that punches well above its price tag, especially for students, light users, and anyone who wants solid specs without the flagship price. At its core is an 11-inch IPS screen with a 1920 by 1200 resolution and 90 Hz refresh rate, making everyday scrolling, web content, and media way more fluid than typical 60 Hz budget alternatives. Inside, it runs on a MediaTek Helio G88 chip, paired with 4 GB RAM and 128 GB of storage, plus microSD support. And Lenovo even throws in a Tab Pen stylus. That pen is a sweet bonus for the price. Battery life is solid thanks to 7040 mAh. You'll get through a full day of mixed usage. Now, it's not perfect. The display, though sharp, is not very bright outdoors, so using it in direct sunlight or very bright settings can be tough. RAM is limited in base models, so heavy multitasking may cause occasional hiccups. Number 4. Amazon Fire Max 11. The Amazon Fire Max 11 is easily the most ambitious Fire tablet ever made. Priced at just $229, it packs a 10.9-inch 2K display, an aluminum body, and a slim, durable design that feels more premium than any Fire tablet before it. The tablet runs on a medium-range MediaTek chip paired with 4 GB of RAM. It's not the fastest device on this list, but for browsing, streaming, video calls, and casual games, it's perfectly smooth. Battery life is another strong suit, up to 14 hours of mixed use. Amazon also added a fingerprint reader in the power button. What makes the Fire Max 11 particularly attractive is its focus on productivity at a budget price. You can buy it with an official keyboard case and stylus, turning it into a mini laptop for under $330 total. Number 5. Xiaomi Pad 6. The Xiaomi Pad 6 is the definition of a flagship experience on a mid-range budget. The first thing you'll notice is the 11-inch WQ HD Plus display running at a silky smooth 144 Hz. Performance is where this tablet really punches above its weight. The Snapdragon 870 processor still feels like a flagship, handling games, multitasking, and creative apps with almost no stutter. Pair it with Xiaomi's Smart Pen, and you've got a brilliant device for note-taking or sketching. Build quality is another highlight. The Pad 6 feels like it belongs in a premium lineup. Battery life is strong too, with close to 16 hours of video playback and 33-watt fast charging. However, it has some cons: no GPS variant, no fingerprint scanner, and no expandable storage. But honestly, at this price, these feel like compromises most people won't notice. So that's the lineup of tablets that deliver flagship-level features without the flagship price. Which one would you pick up? Drop your choice in the comments. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more.